All right, hello and welcome. This is our nitric oxide release class. This is our basics level class. We are going to be starting standing, and then the last segment of the class will be down on the ground coming onto our back. So just kind of keep that in mind for later. My name is Shauna. I'll be guiding you through this session. If you're wearing any blood flow bands, we have already added air, so go ahead and do that now. And then when you're ready, go ahead and join me standing. We have Diane here, and we have a little moose here that might make himself seen from time to time. And the pigeons are getting fed in the background. All right, everybody. So as you come on up to standing, we're going to come into our tree branch arms to start. So set your feet about hip width apart, arms heavy at the side, and we're just going to start to flow. Make sure we don't slam our arms into the tables. Getting some nice rotation through the torso and the hips. And then go ahead and start to let those elbows bend. Lightly tap against the front of the body and back of the body. Trying to exhale with that tap. Good. Keep it moving. Just gonna move this just a hair. There you go. Exhaling, turning that head and neck. Fantastic. A few more each way. Good. And then we're going to start to come back away from the body, back those tree branch arms, and then slowly bring it down to a stop. Excellent. From here, we're going to go into our toe touch stretch. Walk those feet in, toes pointing forward, draw your stomach in, lift everything up, and then chin to the chest, hands on the thighs, and then just slowly round down, reaching down for the ankles, and then breathing a couple of breaths into the back of the body. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. One more time. On that next inhale, push those legs and gradually come on back to standing. Fantastic. From here, widen the stance, feet hip width apart, and we're going to do our side stretch flow next. So take one hand up to overhead, opposite hand comes that opposite leg. Excellent. And then just flow through. Switching sides. Let's get 3 touches on each side. Nice long stretch, peering up if you feel stable to do so. Flow on one side and then the other. Breathe as you switch. Fantastic. And release there. One of our last stretches is going to be our hip flexor stretch. So let's go ahead. Your left leg, Diana, are going to step our right leg. Nice big step forward, keeping your feet hip width apart. We're going to let that back foot, I'm going to show you from this position. And we're going to take the hands, cross them over the shoulders. So we're going to push the hips back, push those hips forward, squeeze the glute, and then turn your body towards that lead leg. So Diana, I got different legs now. No problem there. Long side. Turning up and over, coming out of that side, relax those arms down, push the hips back, push those hips forward, lift up out of those hips, up out of those shoulders, and then pivot towards your front leg. You had it right there. Come on over towards me. Towards the front leg. Good. Couple breaths there. Squeezing that glute, that trail hip, and release on down. All right, take note of which foot was forward. And then in between sides, you're just going to bring those hands up to the shoulders, soft bend those knees, and then just imagine you're like pressing the air away here, drawing those elbows back, and then pushing straight away. Just a little chest pulsing here, getting our shoulders primed for some push-ups. Breathe out as you push away. Breathe in as you draw back. Good. A few more. 2, 1, and resting there. All right, back to that hip flexor opener on the second side. Now it's going to be Diane's right leg, my left leg, and your left leg. Going to step it forward. I showed you from the side last time, actually my right. So we'll figure it out. Hips forward, shoulders up. And Diane, it's your left that you need to do. That's right, because you're going to turn away from me. That's where I messed it up. Squeeze those glutes, turn that body towards that front leg, turning that head and neck. Shifting that back hip and then unwind, relax those arms down. We're gonna do it one more time. Breathe in, lift up. Imagine lifting up out of that chest and hip as you turn towards that front leg, pulling the arm around, turning the head and neck, and release from there. Fantastic. All right. So we're gonna start and moving. If you wanna grab a drink or stuff over here. We're gonna be starting with some push-ups, all right? So we're going to do some push-ups from an elevated surface, and then we're going to come on up to standing, and we're going to be practicing a lunge stance. So be standing in a lunge position with the feet hip width apart. going from there. All right.
You want to keep the same legs or?
We're going to alternate sides. So push-ups are first, and we have our step jacks in between legs. So when you are ready, if you want to find a spot for push-ups, I'll use this lower bench. Diane's going to use that upper bench. She's going to have room with that in front of you. Also. All right, and 3, 2, 1, here we go. So as you're working your push-up, drawing those shoulders back and in, keeping your midline nice and strong, come down as far as you're confident, and then pushing away. Good. Squeeze and drive. We're gonna work that for 30 seconds, and we want to watch so we don't let those elbows wing wide. Great, Diane, pulling them in towards the sides of your body, and then pushing away, drawing that stomach in, breathing out as you drive out. Good. Okay, one more. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Oh, I got a sick puppy. And then walk those feet in, coming on up to standing. Poor boy. And now we'll get ready for that lunge stance. So standing up tall, you shouldn't have much to vomit. Let's take your left leg. Diane and I are going to do our right. We're going to keep our feet hip width apart. We're going to step that right foot forward and carry a little bit longer stance here. Yep. And now chest up nice and tall. You're going to bend that back knee down just as far as you're comfortable, keeping that front shin vertical. So this is where you need to be longer in your stance. Yeah. And then sit down to that heel in the front foot. There we go. And then eyes up, chest forward, shoulders back. Rotate those palms forward just a bit. And just make sure, see how that knee's want to sink forward. Heel. Push through that heel. Yep. Very good. Nice. Welcome, Christina. Good to have you. We are halfway through. Oh, my buddy. There you go. Keep that chest up, palms forward. The lower you sink, the harder it's going to be. And 3, 2, 1, and rest. Coming up out of that. And then in between legs, you're going to do your step jacks. So stepping side to side. If the legs are a little bit tired today, you can just circle the arms as well. Up and down. Good. Very nice. Breathing and moving. A couple more times. 2, 1, and rest from there. Good job. All right, so now those of you on screen are going to take your right foot forward. Diana are going to be on the left side. So I want you to take a giant step forward, keeping those feet hip width apart. Make sure that front heel is firmly planted. And then when you're ready, you're going to sink down just a bit into like a little mini lunge, coming onto the ball of the foot in that back leg. And if it bothers you to do that, then just stay up a little bit taller. Draw those shoulders back, eyes up. Very good. Just over halfway. Watch that front knee tends to sneak forward, so keep that heel driving down into the floor. There you go. Almost done. And 3, 2, 1, come up from there. All right. If you still got some strength in those legs, we're going to go into a march and punch. Breathing out with that punch, drawing those knees nice and high. Awesome. Very good. Nice rhythm, Christina.
Look at this too, going there.
Good. Couple more. 2, 1, and resting from there. All right. Our last exercise of this circuit here is going to be a full squat. So if you need to hold on to get a little bit deeper, you can grab onto a doorway. I can hold onto this tabletop. Set your feet about hip width apart. And then if you're not holding on, reach the arms out as you send those hips back, pushing your knees nice and wide, and then pulling yourself up and forward. Good. So draw the belly in, lift up through that pelvic floor, sitting back into those heels and drive into those heels as you stand. Good. Breathing in as you control down, breathing out as you pull tall. A couple more times. Breathing in, sitting back, breathing out, standing tall. Good. Final one. Back, up, and resting there. Good job. Let's grab a drink. We'll take about 20 to 30 seconds, and then we're going to be back to those elevated push-ups of round 2. All kinds of commotion going on here. Puppy dogs throwing up, pigeons getting fed. And the show goes on. All right, getting into that push-up station. Find an elevated spot. Draw that stomach in. Make sure you don't go lower on your surface until you're able to go that full range. 2, 1, begin. Drawing those elbows back and in. Keeping that belly strong, not letting those hips drop down. Get in as you lower, and then push through those hands as you push away. Nice. Down and up. Just a little bit lower if you can. Good elbow position. 10 seconds left. Nice work, Christina. If you need to get to where you're not going to get another rep, just hold the top position. And 2, 1, come on up from there. Very good. Making your way back to that lunge stance. Those of you on screen, it's going to be your left leg. Diane and I are going to step our right foot. Long step forward. So you have a nice long base stance. Anchor down that front foot. And now just a little bend on that trail leg. So I'll show you from the side here. Just have that front shin vertical. Small bend of that back knee. Eyes up, chest up. Good. Breathe. Challenges your balance a little bit. And starts to work. Feel those burn in those legs.
Yes.
Those legs are holding you up. Smile through that burn. And 2, 1, step on out of it. All right, you're welcome to take a little break in between legs. If you want to keep your body moving, then start into those step jacks. Stepping side to side, get a nice good circle motion of your arms. Good, maybe just a little smile. Think of something that brings you joy. Good. 2, 1, and resting there. We'll take 15 seconds as we get set up for that opposite leg. Those of you on screen, it's going to be your right foot forward. Diane and I are going to step our left foot forward. So eyes up, chest tall, long step forward that left leg, keeping your feet hip width apart. And here we go, bending that back knee down. It's also a good challenge just to stay tall, so only bring that back knee down if you want an extra challenge. Good. That's nice. Keep driving that heel. Feel how that weight on that front foot wants to shift into the ball of the foot. Keep pushing back through that heel. Almost there. Breathing, breathing, breathing. And 2, 1. We are all done there. Woo! All right, shaking it out. Coming into our march and punch. That's right, getting our exercise in. Oh, yep, we've seen them before as well. Very nice young gentlemen. Good job, everybody. Couple more punches.
Yeah, we did.
We did. We spoke with them.
Couple weeks ago.
And take a pause. All right, we're getting ready for those full depth squats. You're welcome to sit down into a chair and stand up as well. So I'll use the bench here as an example. And Diane wants to squat without the bench. She can. So I'll sit back, trying just to lightly touch the seat and then pulling myself up. Very good. Rolling down and standing tall. Here come the pigeons. Reaching back, pulling up. Knees push wide. And you want to keep that full foot planted. Good, Christina. Nice, Diane. 1 or 2 more. And pausing there. Good job. We'll take just over 30 seconds. We'll do one more version, and then we're going to make our way down to the floor. All right. Let's get this one started a little bit sooner so we have time for our last circuit, which is going to be some work on the mat. So go ahead and get into position for your final round of push-ups. Place one hand underneath each shoulder, draw the stomach in, and 2, 1, here we go. If your shoulders are tired, you don't know that you can go up and down, then hold the top of the push-up. Practice that plank. Otherwise, controlling down, driving away. Eating with your heart. Sometimes we'll kind of push our head forward. Try to guide your chest forward first. Very nice. 1 or 2 more. Stay tight. Control in, drive out. And 2, 1, come on up. All right, we're going to make our way into that lunge with your left leg forward on screen. Diane and I have that right side. Eyes up, chest tall. Long stance. Make sure you're far enough back so you can keep that front shin vertical, and then either stay tall or come on down. Good. We want to rotate those palms forward, keeping those eyes up. Yep, keeping the weight back in that front heel. There you go. Watch that shin wants to kind of shift forward. Yep. Halfway through. Breathing through it. Nice, good posture, Christina. Doing great, Diane. 5 more seconds. We've got our step jacks, or just a rest break coming up next. And standing tall. All right, here we go. Stepping it side to side. Oops, hands down as we step in, hands up as we step out. Good. Anybody wants to do a traditional jump jack here? That works as well. Otherwise, a couple more. And resting there. All right, those of you on screen, get ready to step your right leg forward. We'll step our left leg forward. Here we go. Long step, making sure our feet are hip width apart. Sitting back out of that front shin. And then little bend if you choose to lower that back knee down. I'm going to show you from the side here. So I just bend that back knee slightly, keeping that front shin vertical. Palms forward, chest up. And then just imagine you're trying to draw your shoulder blades together behind you. Don't let that knee start to sneak forward. Keep pushing back right through the heel of your foot. And 2, 1, there we go.
I find if you pull your
quad up.
It helps that knee.
Yeah, so Diane was saying if she like flexes her quad, draw that quad up. Let's go ahead and circle the hips around here.
Yeah, that took pressure off the kneecap.
Good, yep. And then circle those hips the other way. Final exercise before we make our way down to the ground is going to be back to that full squat. So if you were using a chair last time, see if you can hold on to something and go a little bit deeper. So whenever you're ready, set those feet about hip width apart. I'm going to hold onto the table as I send my hips back, keeping those eyes up, and then drive those legs and stand. Let's go for 5 good reps here. Breathing in, lowering down, breathing out, standing tall. Good job. Coming back and down, up and forward. 1 or 2 more. Back, push through those legs. Fantastic. And final time. That chest tall and rest. Good job. Let's grab a drink and then meet us down on the mat. Hi, Moose. You feeling better, bud? You got something in your belly this morning, huh? All right, friends, you're going to make your way down to the floor. We're going to make our way onto our back.
You guys look happy now.
Yeah, he's like, oh, I feel better now. I don't know what I ate, but something that upset my belly. All right, so as we, please don't start barking at me now, though. Just ignore it. Come on down. We're going to hug our legs into our chest to start. Rock yourself side to side, a little double knee to chest. Made the mistake of it engaging. All right, and then we're gonna place the feet flat, arms to the side. We're gonna do some more stretching later. So let's go ahead and get our first set of bridges in. So draw the belly in, pull that low back into the floor, and then nice and slow, you're gonna start to raise the hips up and then slowly lower the hips down. Just swing to the side here if that's okay. So we'll push those hips up, lower those hips down, keeping those knees pushing out. We're gonna practice this for just over a minute. Drawing that chin in. Those of you that are wearing the blood flow bands, we're gonna let the air out after we finish this first round of bridge work. So really squeeze and hold and then slowly come on down. It'll take about another 20 seconds. Trying to engage as much of the back of the body as you can. So hamstrings, your booty, and focus to lengthen that lower spine. So avoiding any kind of pinching sensation. Maybe one more time, gradually raise the hips up, draw your chin in towards your chest, and then lower down, nice and controlled, and rest. All right, those of you might have the bands on, just hit those little nozzles on the tips, lift the air out, and then we'll return to that double knee to chest. Be a little bit of a combo of a cool down stretch, and we're gonna do another round of those glute bridge. We'll just give it a second here. Loosening up that low back before we go into set 2. All right, starting here in about 10 seconds, start to get yourself into position. feet about hip width apart. And then check in with your shoulders as well. Make sure your shoulders are back and down. And we don't want that neck to be extended way up in the air. So you can lift the head, draw the chin in. And then when you are ready, draw that belly in, pushing that low back into the floor. And then gradually start to raise the hips up one segment at a time. Breathing as you move. And then you'll start to lower it down one segment at a time. And being that this is our second round, as you start to wake up and feel a little bit stronger, or feel a little bit more mobile in your lower spine, maybe you go a little bit higher on this second round. We're gonna take another full minute here. It's our final exercise before our cool down stretch. So make the best of it. You can add a short pause at the top, trying to engage that glute, and then slowly lower down. How we doing? Making the most of our mat, trying to give you both angles here. Very good. That's 1 minute in. We're going to spend another 30 seconds. Breathing in as you lower. Breathing out as the hips rise up. Woo. Start to feel those muscles burn. Another 15 seconds. Try to relax the face and keep that breathing going as you feel those muscles start to engage more and more. Do one more time. Up and squeeze, opening the front side of the body, activating the back side, and everybody rest. Wonderful. One more time, that double knee to chest, and then we'll do a few more stretches for that lower body. Great job, everyone. If you're comfortable to go deeper into a little bit of a spinal twist, you're gonna hug your legs together, arms to the side, and we do our 2 knee twists, where we bring both legs to one side, look over the other shoulder, and then nice and controlled as you scoop the legs across, and then turn that head, look the other way. How's that feeling? Good. Okay, one more time on each side, nice and relaxed. And taking it back. Very good. From here, we're going to do a quad stretch. So I'd like to have you roll over onto one side, prop up on your arm. And then what we're going to look to do is we're going to look to bend that top knee. Tapers are coming. Pull that top foot back and draw. Just looking to stretch the quad here. So we're propping up, pulling that heel towards the glutes. Might get some landscaper friends. Find out soon. Breathing and holding. Yeah, make sure you don't sink into your shoulder like I was. So just lift on up. Maybe a private landscaper too. And 3, 2, 1. Go to release that foot and then swing yourself around, or you can just roll on over. I'll swing around so I don't turn my back to you. Then we're gonna get ready for that same stretch on the second side. So draw that elbow in. You can use a towel here if you're like in that position, you're like, I can't reach my foot. You can next time plan to have a towel, wrap it around your foot, or those long bands that we use can be a good assist as well.
To the guys that come quarterly
Okay,
to pick up stuff that people have put on their curves.
gotcha. Oh, that's easy. I'm gonna say the grass doesn't look like it needs mowed today. Couple more breaths here, in through the nose, out through the mouth. And resting there. Release your foot. And then if you can, let's come onto hands and knees. We'll do a couple stretches that we don't do very often with this group. So making your way onto hands and knees. One hand under each shoulder. Draw your stomach in. And now we're going to practice our cat-cow. So we're going to breathe in as we lift up through our shoulders. Draw your chin in towards your chest. And then lightly breathe out. Slowly lower the belly down towards the floor. Draw your shoulders back and looking up and forward. Good. A couple more times. Breathing in as you push through those shoulders. Draw that chin back into the chest. Belly in towards the spine. Let that breath out. Draw the shoulders back, looking up and forward. Once more. Deep breath in and smooth breath out. Very good. Next, toes together, walk those knees out. Reach those hands in front of your body and then lower your hips back towards your heels for a nice child stretch. Then send that air into the back of your body, into that lower spine, lower back area. Big breath in, smooth breath out. One more time. On that next inhale, come on back up. All right, everybody, if you're able to sit on down, you're all done for the day. We're just gonna do some nice little arm circles to finish. See if you can sit up on your legs or legs out in front, however it works. We're gonna bring the hands together in front of the chest. Breathing in, raise those arms up towards overhead. And then breathing out, slowly circle down. Very good. Breathing in, lift up. Breathing out, relax. Good. On this final breath, let's breathe in some good peace and harmony. Breathe in some love and then send it on out to the world. Wonderful. All right, everyone. That concludes our session for today. If there's anything else that you need to work out for your body, by all means. Otherwise, thanks for moving with us today, and we'll move with you next time.